In the spirit of following your bliss, one of my favorite quotes about nature is, nature always takes her time, and yet everything gets accomplished. And how much of our own lives has been wasted? The answer is none of it, because it's all directing us towards our greatest good. And when you look at all of the things that were perceived flaws, perceived setbacks in your own mind, in the grand scheme of things, some of the greatest disasters in my life turned out to be the building blocks for a fantastic adventure that was to come. And so now I look at every day as an opportunity to give birth to something new in myself, something that I can bring to this world and leave in this world that makes it a better place after I'm gone. No contribution is too small, especially when given in the spirit of brotherhood. The only country I celebrate is the planet, with all of you, my brothers and sisters, on the country called Earth, where when you look at it from space, there are no divisions. It is a single organism, and we are brought forth from the earth. So if you look at it as us coming from the earth rather than being cast down here from someplace else, then you can say that these are the eyes of the earth, and these are the ears of the earth. This is the mouth and the voice of the earth. I mean, what else? We are all microorganisms functioning in terms of the larger organism called our mother, Earth. We're all born to do something amazing. In my own travels, I have died many times, psychologically that is, but it feels just as real as crossing over. You know, there's that first phase of denial, and then all the other phases that follow along thereafter. It has to be that way. And what are you dying to that is going to give birth to something that will behoove you and the rest of humanity? In order for something new to come, something old has to fall away. And I can tell you that a year ago when I started this whole charade, there was a lot in me that was keeping me bound. And it was not people or circumstances, it was simply myself. And we can't always control our circumstances, but we can control our thoughts and thereby control our circumstances. One of my favorite quotes by Marcus Aurelius is, "Everything you hear is an opinion, not a fact. And everything you see is a perspective, not the truth." So, find your own truth and disregard any opinions that come to you that are not building you up in some way, especially when they come from your own mind. You know, everyone has two wolves at war with one another in their own mind. And one wolf stands for good and grace and beauty and triumph, and the other one stands for negativity and destruction and chaos and lack. And the one that's going to win in the end is the one that you feed. With that in mind, keep feeding those good thoughts. Keep taking care of each other. Thank you to everyone who has been supportive of me in my journey, in my adventure, through my good times and my not so good times, which were really just a prelude to something magnificent. All I had to do was say yes to life. And it says yes right back. So I thank you. I look forward to continuing to inspire you with more dialogue, more ideas that I hope in some way are moving each and every one of you to break free from your own borders. You know, there's nothing that blocks us from love except ourselves and the walls that we put up against the full realization of love. And we're the only ones that can tear down those walls within us. People think that they want to make the world a better place by changing the outside and all the rules. But you can spend your whole life achieving things of outer value and then finally get to the top of the ladder and find out it's against the wrong wall. The inward journey is just as valid, if not the most profound and wonderful experience that each and every one of us can take. If you want to change the world, change yourself. Because each and every one of you is your own cosmos. And eventually, the more you get grounded in yourself, then the things that are deeply rooted as truth will overcome all the things that are just merely temporal inflections that come and go, come and go. People come and go, circumstances come and go. But there's a stillness within each and every one of us that is the source of our very being. Honor that stillness, spend some time with it, and find out what your relationship to this world might be. Because there are people out there that are just dying to experience the gifts that you have to render. High vibrations of energy want to seek more of itself. So you just start off with whatever it is that you can do, whatever it is you can contribute. Do that one thing that excites you the most, and follow that to the very end until you can take it no further. And then once you have exhausted that possibility, find the next thing that you can take that excites you, and that will lead you to higher and higher levels of consciousness until ultimately you become a beacon of light and hope. You know, the sun shines regardless of who's having a bad day. We are all self-luminous. The more we achieve the things that truly make us happy, not everyone is after the same things in life. And so find out what it is that really lights that fire in you, that spark, that thing that says, oh yes, that's it. That thing is what I was meant to do. And you may not even know what it is until you start off on a journey. Many of you may know what it is right out of the gate. And that's the beauty of it. No one can tell you what your bliss is. Therefore, no one has the right to tell you what it is you are intended to do. There are guides out there that can show you possibilities, but ultimately you're the one that has to go to that threshold and cross over into the unknown. And when you do that, the rewards are unlimited. Just like you are, all of you, unlimited. That's what we all are, energy. And in the spirit of all of those who practiced their daily practices and all those who choose kindness, I salute and cheers to all of you. I also salute and cheers to all the ones who do destruction in the world and who create chaos, because the world is not good or evil. A world is a place for good and evil. And all evil is a circumstance that we need to earn the positive realization. And you don't do that by combating evil. You do it by understanding yourself. And therefore, when you understand yourself, you expand your consciousness so that it incorporates good and evil. All a devil is an angel suffering from its own hunger and thirst. And if you're going through hell, it's because you are hungry and thirsty for something you have not yet sought after. And the moment you do it, the moment you say, nothing can frighten me off from this thing, you're there. And realize that no matter what situation you're in this life, everything you need is right there within you. So go forth, be bold. You're all bad mamma jammas. Cheers, love and aloha. Alexander Demetrius, out.